Hello, everyone, and welcome to Faith God Love Channel. Um, Today is Saturday. I'm a little bit ahead of myself today, and I felt like, creating a video today. It's a beautiful sunny day so far, and it's still morning. I got my coffee in hand, and I'm just ready to go, so to speak. So, let's begin. All right, so I grabbed my um, ESV, English Standard Version Bible. That's what we will be following along if you've been following my videos. If you don't have one, that's fine. Just, you can watch the videos or find one online or any other Bible that you wish to look into. They're the same stories. The words may be slightly different, that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, it's still the same story. So for this week, I think we're still on Kings, except it's 2 Kings. Let me see here. Chronicles? Did I do? I'm wondering. You know what? Let me do a check real quick. Let me check here real quick. Just a minute. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, that's my page. That's my welcome video running if you heard it. Actually, wow. I was on 1 Chronicles. I don't know why I thought I was still on 2 Kings. I thought I was still on that. I'm actually on 2 Chronicles. It's in my Bible right now. I have it marked, but I don't know why I stopped. I wanted to stop at that section for some reason. Okay, so let's begin. 2 Chronicles. So I left my bookmark in the right spot, which is great. But I still wanted to check because I was still, hanging on that 2 Kings section for some reason. All right. Okay, so we have 2 Chronicles here, as you can see. And there are 34 sections in this piece. So let's take a look. Okay, so I have a couple sections in mind that I'd like to go over, but I'm still looking, so bear with me. This section focuses on a couple people. So far, I've seen the name Solomon in this section, Josaphat, a couple different names are running through this section here. Okay, so for now, I'm I'm going to go through a few sections, but there are a lot of individuals in this section um, that are present or discussed, or their own little story is revealed in this section. So I'm only going to do a few. So be sure to do this on your own, in your own time when you can, and as much as you can. For now, I have Solomon prays for wisdom. That's a nice title there, or, start of a section. I think we could all use a little bit of wisdom these days, don't you think? All right, so let's see what this section has to say. Okay, so in the night, God appeared to Solomon and said to him, "Ask, what shall I give you?" And Solomon said to God, "You have shown great and steadfast love to David my father, and you have me king in his place. O Lord God, let your word to David my father be now fulfilled, for you have made me king over a people as numerous as the dust of the earth. Give me now wisdom and knowledge to go out and come in before this people. For who can govern this people of yours, which is so great?" God answered Solomon, "Because this was in your heart, and you have not asked for possessions, wealth, honor, or the life of those who hate you, and have not even asked for long life, but have asked for wisdom and knowledge for yourself, that you may govern my people over whom I have made you king. Wisdom and knowledge are granted to you. I will also give you riches, possessions, and honor, such as none of the kings had who were before you, and none after you shall have the like." So Solomon came from the high place of Gibeon, from before the tent of meeting, to Jerusalem, and he reigned over Israel. All right. That's a nice message there, if you were really, really listening. Wisdom and knowledge seems to be the focus of this section. So, if anyone out there is, beginning their Bible journey, or, extending beyond that, into the other realms of life, keep growing, essentially, as much as you can, even where you're at. So let's carry on. There's a whole other section, still having to do with Solomon. But I'm going to head on over to section 7. It says, fire from heaven. That's interesting. All right, it says, as soon as Solomon finished his prayer, fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offering and the sacrifices. And the glory of the Lord filled the temple, and the priests could not enter the house of the Lord, because the glory of the Lord filled the Lord's house. When all the people of Israel saw the fire come down and the glory of the Lord on the temple, they bowed down with their faces to the ground on the pavement and worshipped and gave thanks to the Lord, saying, "For he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever." His steadfast love endures forever. Forever, to be clear. All right, so let's carry on. Okay, so now we're getting into Josephat. I see him here. I want to head to the end of the section so I have a little bit of a span there as far as, the two Chronicles. Here's one. It's found in section 32, but I'm under another heading. The heading says, "The Lord delivers Jerusalem." Okay, so it says, "Then Hezekiah, the king, and Isaiah, the prophet, the son of Amos, prayed because of this, and cried to heaven. And the Lord sent an angel who cut off all the mighty warriors and commanders and officers in the camp of the king of Assyria. So he returned with shame of face to his own land. And when he came into the house of his God, some of his own sons struck him down there with the sword. So the Lord saved Hezekiah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem from the hand of Sennacherib, king of Assyria, and from the hand of all his enemies. And he provided for them on every side. And many brought gifts to the Lord to Jerusalem and precious things to Hezekiah, king of Judah, so that he was excited in the sight of all nations from that time onward. All right, so clearly I, went to a section where I had to know the story beforehand. I'm not sure what happened, but from what I gather from this tiny section, I would recommend reading the whole section, though, because there's more to one section, or there's more, it's a bigger section than this little section here. So you got to read everything, okay? But just focusing on the section alone, it looks like something was protected in a way, and they got rid of, whatever, all the enemies that were trying to be around this place. It looks like in Jerusalem. So, again, that's a little section. Please read the whole section of 32. That one was just the one that stood out to me as I was going through 2 Chronicles. Okay, so that's all I'm going over. I recommend, keep doing what you do as far as, your journey with the Bible. Call up a friend, ask them to join. What else? I mean, you could do this on your own too. If you're good with that, that's no problem either. Call a friend. You can have a group of people even, and, any way to have a little more focus on the Bible here. There's a way. There's a way. All right. So that concludes my video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you'd like to, send me an email or a prayer, that's what I have in the About section. I can, say that on this channel, share it with everyone if you'd like. Anything, really. Add a comment, you know, if you'd like to see something else on these videos, that sort of thing. Just let me know. So that's that, and I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.